Hi, Sagittarius. I'm sorry I'm so late, y'all. It's terrible, but I have really been feeling this fatigue from the shift in energy. And I actually see it in our energy, Sagittarius. So, you may feel it and may not really know that you're feeling it, or you could just feel tired. Um, you could have headaches. I know that I am intensely tired and my stomach hurts. But anyways, let's get to the weekend. So the vibe is going to be this vibe of unity and really calling in your tribe, Sag. It's starting to happen. You are connecting, like, especially if you've been asking the universe for better connections. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily romantic love. I want to make that clear and just have a little say about things. Sagittarius is one of those signs that is very good single. We're very good single, Sag. We do want relationships, but, I always feel like we're the type of people who, if we have them, we're really happy. We're really happy to meet our person. But if we don't have them, we're okay with that too. Now, whereas we see other people constantly searching for it, we don't search for it. But if it comes, we're happy to see it. Which is why, and I know maybe that's unusual on YouTube, I'm real iffy about love readings. I'm real iffy about doing purely love readings. I like to do them for people to check in on someone that might be on their mind to see what's going on with them or what's going on with the relationship. But I like for it to come out organically. And in other words, if there is love coming towards you, it will show up in the readings. So I do a couple of readings, and I'm kind of torn on the issue as to whether I should do love readings or not, or just let it come out if it's going to come out. So that's where I'm at, Sag. I don't feel like we're that focused on relationships right now, but, I also think we're happy if it shows up. But I do feel like you're coming together with people, okay? Now, Sagittarius loves friends more than anything. We honestly do, right? And so maybe you ask the universe for some new people that kind of had a really good vibe in terms of healing, who are focused on their healing. Because we very much are spiritual people. We need to do that. I feel like sometimes, and we're seeing it, it can be a struggle for us to find that space between the spiritual and the 3D, but anyways, so you ask for it and it's coming. And innocence is here too. So these are new people. And you're opening your heart, Sag. You are. What we're seeing in the incoming energies is, it's so funny that I did that reading last night, because there's actually a lot going on in terms of dreams. So you could be getting a lot of messages in your dreams. And you know what? That makes sense because of Pluto, Pluto's the underworld, right? Pluto's the underworld, and that's where it would come out. That's why I always tell people, like, if, that's how Scorpio does their magic. It really is. Like, if you're connected with a Scorpio, expect to have some weird dreams and expect for them to maybe even talk to you in your dreams. But the universe is trying to tell you something, Sagittarius, and maybe they're just trying to give you a heads up about this Pluto energy. But there's definitely change coming in. Okay, and since Pluto goes into Aquarius on Saturday, you may be seeing some of this in your dreams. And it very much is about leaving your comfort zone They're trying to warn you that change is coming and it's not going to be comfortable. It doesn't mean it's bad. And what I've also seen about this Leo full moon and the Pluto transformation is that all those things that we didn't do because maybe they felt too hard or impossible, we're going to be doing, and the universe is actually going to push you there. So they're trying to give you a heads up about changes that are happening to take you out of your comfort zone, and that can really play out with whatever your south node is. So my south node is Libra. So that means that, I've been moving through this transformation about people pleasing and about doing too much. Sometimes it even plays out in my work. And look to where you have Aquarius in your chart. I am an Aquarius Mars, and it sits in my 10th house, which made me really excited. And let me tell you why. Because my ultimate mission and goal is to build a community. And I feel like that's why I found my success with Sagittarius. They gave me a community of people that I could relate to the most. And, that's why I think that my goal is going to be to build it'll be a paid community because, baby's got to eat. But it is where I'm headed. And I know that. And so I love this whole sense of community. And that is what's coming in with Aquarius. No more every man for himself. So I asked about the dream, Sagittarius. I don't know, Sag, you're changing. And it's so funny because people are going to be stressed out with the changes, but we are not. It's almost like this is the time we've been waiting for. We were born for this, right? And with Afterglow here, land gracefully, it is asking for you to make sure that you keep a balance, because Sagittarius is completely changing. Like, we're showing up in a completely different way because the energy is going to demand that from us, right? It demands that from us. No more playing it safe. No more playing it small. No more being comfortable. No. And you know what? Sagittarius usually isn't really focused on the comfort zone so much. We lead the charge in taking chances, right? Taking risks and going into this new world. We're going to be important, and I saw another astrology thing where Sagittarius is going to be very affected by this, even though they're talking mostly about fixed signs being, coming out of their 15-year horrible period. We're all coming out of a 15-year period that has been difficult, specifically when it comes to relationships, and that's what you could look back on, what has been going on in relationships for you for the past 15 years. A lot of lessons, no doubt, right? And you have to ask yourself, what it's all about. But definitely this energy of being there for people and people being there for us a whole lot more. And I love that energy. I love that for us, Sag. Now, this was interesting because it feels like this weekend, there's a lot of options of what you could do this weekend. 7 of Cups, you have options, right? And it's so funny because you don't like none of them. With the 4 of Cups, it feels like you have a bunch of options on what you could do this weekend, but you don't really like any of them. So you'd really just rather stay home and be by yourself. King of Swords. You'd rather be by yourself, right? Do something mentally stimulating. Okay. Your energy this weekend, Sagittarius, I feel like you feel it, is the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Pentacles. Like, you're definitely going with the flow, but you're also feeling that change is coming in to right everything. To turn everything right. to bring instability, particularly 10 of Pentacles. But you may not even know. It's a sense that what you've been waiting for, you know it's about to come through. And you don't know that for a fact. You kind of just feel it. And so you may really be feeling this sense of community, Sag. You know, you may be feeling like wanting to stabilize your relationships or spend time with people, which is interesting because it, on the one hand, you don't like what's in front of you. And I don't feel like this is something that's happening this weekend with the Wheel of Fortune and 10 of Pentacles, but you know that it's going that way. You know that everything you've learned is leading you to something better, something stable, that everything is working out. I love it. I love this for you, Sagittarius. So what you want to do this weekend is you want to think about things. 7 of Swords. You probably don't want to spend time with people because we're seeing that. Just want to kind of hide from the world and, you know, figure out what your next move is. Maybe even make a strategy. You don't want to talk to people about it. You just kind of want to sit with what's next. What you're actually doing is, you know that there's stuff that you can do. Now, the Empress is here. The 2 of Swords and the Hangman. You know that there's stuff that you could do that you probably should do, but it feels like you're just ignoring that. It does. It does. It feels like you're doing what feels good to you this weekend. And what feels good to you is, you know, maybe even thinking differently about the future. But with the Hangman, you know, whatever happens, happens, right? Because we're surrendering. We're surrendering. So, yeah, it actually feels good to me that you feel like you're just going to, even though you know there's things you should do, so that causes a little bit of a conflict. You're just saying, well, you know, whatever wants to happen this weekend is going to happen, you know, but I'm going to make sure that it feels good to me. I'm going with the flow, right? So I don't think you're doing what you feel like you need to do. I feel like you're just sitting there saying, you know, well, whatever. And some details you need to know about. The Hierophant and the Queen of Cups. That's like, it's very, like, you're very committed to your self-care. Towards doing what's good for you. And, you know, there's also, like, this may be a new thing because Sagittarius really isn't much for rest, but it feels like there's a very self-nurturing energy here with you this weekend, Sagittarius. You may be getting more rest. You know that, and that's what I'm feeling. Like, you kind of know there's stuff that you should be doing, but you're not. You're not, Sag. Maybe you have a sense that you are just trying to fortify yourself for what's to come, you know? And I get the sense that you know that change is upon us. And for you, it feels good. You know, for you, you feel like it's landing you exactly where you need to be. Oh my, Sagittarius. Oh my. So, you know, let's take a look and see what the universe would like you to focus on. Yes, yes. Oh, so many cards, so little time. So let us get our self-care cards. Okay, so what the universe wants you to focus on this weekend. This could be showing up as thinking or just about anything, Sag. What would you like Sagittarius to focus on this weekend? What would you like Sagittarius to focus on this weekend? Sagittarius, your reading last night was literally so beautiful. Sagittarius. What would you like Sagittarius to focus on this weekend? Oh my gosh, Sag. New beginnings just keep showing up for you. Fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. We saw that even, and that is what your dreams are trying to tell you. And I feel like this is really a lot like a whole new way of being, Sagittarius. Take a vacation. I feel like it matches so much up with your energy, and that is going to be that that flow of, I know that there's stuff I should do, but I'm just not going to do it. Because you feel it. You feel that pull, right? Because you know there's something coming in and you need to rest. And it is a time to rest. Born to Stand Out is reversed. Okay. So Born to Stand Out, when it's upright, is all about your individuality. And it has, you know, it has to do with that lone wolf energy of, you know, just going your own way. And it isn't going to be that anymore, Sagittarius. It's not that you're not going to be an individual. You always are, because we're different. We're unique. But it has to do with invitation and inviting people to your space, to your life. And this is going to be different, especially if you are one of those people like myself who's highly introverted and spends a lot of time alone. That's about to change. And so you might need to rest up for that, Sag. You might need to rest up for that, Sagittarius. So let's see what people might be affecting your weekend. So what people are affecting Sagittarius this weekend? Let's see. What people affecting Sagittarius this weekend? Who is affecting Sagittarius this weekend? Who is affecting Sagittarius weekend? Show me the who of it all. Yeah, on vacation. I feel like, oh boy. This is interesting. Vacation, honeymoon phase, and love spell. Tell me about vacation. Vacation. You could be going to an event, right? And, I mean, this won't be for everyone. But if you are, you could encounter someone there. You could meet someone there. Or someone could be telling you that they're getting married. Well, while you're trying to get some rest, right? And it's not such a bad thing. Like, it really, it could be that you're trying to just, you know, take it easy and get some rest, and a friend or whoever, someone tells you they're getting married, and you kind of feel infected by the love energy. Because, you know, how can we not be happy when people tell us news like that, right? How could we not be happy, Sagittarius? So, I don't know who that is for, but that is a message that wanted to come out, Sagittarius. It is a message that wanted to come out. So, let us take a look and see. Jeez, I don't know what your final words from the universe are, because I don't have any of my advice cards here. I completely lost my mindful messages. It is just, I don't know what happened, Sag. So, let's get on with it. So, do you have any final words for Sagittarius? Do you have any final words for Sagittarius? Do you have any final words for my Sagittarius friends? Final words. Oh, Page of Wands. You know, they're saying, we know you want to stay in, but maybe that's not what you're going to do. Maybe you need to have an experience. Tower. This has to do with changes, Sagittarius. You're getting some news that might kind of... I feel like this is about changes. Can I have one more card? Or two? Six of Swords and the Hierophant. I feel like the universe is saying, Sagittarius, be ready for a new direction. And also, be ready. Like, you're not, like with the Page of Wands, that's like when the Page of Wands is what it calls for us to do, is to jump in. It's kind of like being swept away, because there's impulsiveness with the Page of Wands. And this is a new beginning. They're telling you to get ready, Sag. Get ready. This is going to level you up. Oh my gosh, it is. Oh, Sagittarius. Wow. It's like that freedom you've been asking for, whether it's financial freedom or, you know, whatever freedom, new adventures, whatever. It's showing up, and you can't, Sagittarius, say, oh, it's not the right time. No, it's happening. It's happening. Get ready for it, Sag. Get ready for it. I love this for you. So, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you, and I hope you have the best weekend ever.